Our big focus this hour, Pakistan and its army have been hit by a hostage crisis. The Balochistan Liberation Army rebels have hijacked Jafar Express, which was moving from Peshawar to Quetta. The train with 450 passengers has been halted and is under control of the Balochistan rebels. 6 military personnel have been killed and over 100 military personnel from the army, Pakistan ATF, police are currently held hostage. Well, breaking updates coming in on this big story now. BLA has issued a warning to Pakistan Army. BLA said don't attempt a military operation. All hundreds of hostages will be executed. BLA has issued our ultimatum to Pak Army. BLA has vowed forceful response to any attack that takes place on the hijacked train. Major General Shashi Asthana, former additional DG Infantry, is joining us live. Major General Asthana, what do you make of this warning by BLA? They've said they will not take any attack by the Pakistan Army lying down and will then take next steps on the hostages inside. Major Lasana, can you hear me? Okay, Sumit Peer, political commentator, live with us. Sumit, why don't you take that? Big statement by BLA to the Pakistan Army.
Uday, thanks for having me on your show. In fact, if you look at the sequence of events, it started 7 or 8 days back. It started when Rana Sanaullah issued a statement, you are going to lose Balochistan. It started when Maulana Dizil issued a statement 10 days back, you are going to lose Balochistan. It's a matter of time. What happened? All these Baloch groups got together and formed something called BRAS, wherein all the Balochistan Liberation Army, Baloch Liberation Front and all the Fidain brigades, including Majid Brigade, and all got together. They did a meeting in somewhere in Balochistan, which ISI was not able to track, and with them are even the Sindhu Desh army. So Sindhis and Balochis all got together and they formed this BRAS. And after that, Rana Sanaullah and others issued, it's a matter of time, we are going to lose Balochistan, because this BRAS was formed with an attempt or with the mindset that we are going to do big attacks. We are going to really strategize. We are not going to do random attacks. We are going to have divide and conquer. Divide, conquer and
NewsX.
What was the attack? What was the agenda of BRAS? That is how it was sent. And and on that, Pakistani army, and they were rattled. Then after that, there was an attack in Bannu. I think 2-3 days back, there was an attack in Bannu because that was in retaliation to what they did at Turkam border. After the Bannu attack, which Pakistan says only 7-8 people got killed, but more than 100 of their army personnel got killed there. And there's one interesting statistics, Uday. From 1st of January to 28th of March, 600 Pakistani army personnel have been slaughtered. 144 attacks on army, 268 on police and ISI put together, 600 people dead. You do a mathematics, average 12 persons killed per day every day. That is what is happening there. Asim Munir tried to show a brave face in Bannu when everything was over, when everything he tried to show up, oh, it's all hanky-dory, and they tried to ignore this BRAS. Now BRAS has stuck and has done something which is unbelievable. They are holding around, I think they are holding around 400, 200, 400 people hostages. I was talking to just Mirza Saab before the show, and according to his sources, there are more than 18 people have been killed. They are saying that there are only 6 or 8, 18 have been killed, as Mr. Mirza on the show here. And the problem here is that it's a big hostage crisis. Balochistan and KPK are hanging by the threads. After this attack, Asim Munir is not even in a position to negotiate. They are not even in a position to do a military attack. And there is one Baloch leader called Mr. Bashir Zeb. He was in Iran a couple of days back. I'm telling on a national TV, let ISI go and find what was he doing in Iran. There's an interesting angle to it. But the challenge here is that this is the biggest ever attack happened. Before that, there was one more attack, if you remember, around a year back. It happened in Quetta, wherein 72 people who were freshly graduates or were graduating for the police army academy, were eliminated. In this train also, it is not normal people. It is Pakistan military, Air Force, police, and all those people who are in this train. It is not people. Balochis do not attack civilians. They don't attack unarmed people. They are different from the TTP. TTP might do it. Balochis never do it. So it's a military style attack on Pakistan army, where they have their 450 men or 400 plus men as hostages. They have lost around 18 to 20 men as we talk right now. And Asim Munir and his army is all helpless. I want to ask one question. When was this meeting was happening? When BRAS announced its agendas 3 days back, ISI could not know a head and tail of BRAS, could not track even 1% of BRAS. Just after 3 to 4 days after formation of BRAS, this is the biggest attack how BRAS has shaped up. Now what Maulana Dizil was saying and what Sanaullah was saying, it looks to be true. It's a matter of time. Pakistan is going to lose Balochistan. KPK is hanging by threads. Only if you go by, if on papers, they hold 5% of KPK. They have lost 75% of Balochistan. After this, it's all gone. And with it, CPEC, OBR, Gwadar airport, Gwadar port, and incidentally, all is gone. China's dreams are gone. And let me tell you, Gwadar airport and port is the lowest utilized airport in the whole world. And you know, it does not have power from the Pakistan national grid. The power comes from solar panels in Iran. It's a matter of time this Gwadar is over because the power is coming from Iran. And Americans won't let Iran send power there. It's a matter of time, Friday or day, it's we're happening what is happening. They were trying to hurt us with 1,000 cuts. Now they have to go and look at their backyard and control their backyard. Now it's the biggest ever insult on their injury after 93,000 wala surrender. Today you have Pakistan ke andar a full train of Pakistani armies hold by Balochis, and mighty Pakistan with the Islamic bomb is so helpless, so relentless, cannot even move a brick. That is the reality of the life, and Brass and Balochis want them of that. And I dare China now, with after these incidents, how many Chinese will go to Balochistan and how many Chinese will continue to siphon out resources from Balochistan, because Majid Brigade has a dedicated brigade which only hunts Chinese and Chinese interests. This is the sum of the whole story, Uday. That's how it looks like.